Hi and welcome to Guardians of Tyr. My name's Barry. Today we have the final of the pitch battle tournament that was held at iBuywargames in Woking on the 23rd of September. This game is between Mikee playing Destruction and James playing Order. In the last video, James became the Kingslayer when he beat Liam, and at the other table was Mikee and he was playing Hamish. So guys are just going through deployment. James has decided to go first, and Mike's lineup is Savage Boar Boss, Riptooth Mega Boss, Loudmouth Mega Boss, and the War Boss Recruiter. James has got Vandus Hammerhand, Knight Azeros, Knight Heraldor, and Forest Starstrike. So James has gone up with the same setup that he played against Liam. So let's see if he can do the same. Okay, Hurricane Raptor going in under Forest. Forest completes his first quest, and War Boss Recruiter will not be putting anybody down in his lane. I'm sure he'll still be waving his banner and recruiting people, but at least he won't get a free deployment. So 1 damage when he came in. James has drawn a card. It's Mike's go. So Mikee puts the Pouncing Wolf Rider in, does 1 damage, and the Savage Boar Boss rotates in 1. Wild Chanter, so plenty of actions coming Mike's way next turn. So 2 damage from those Hurricane Raptors. Star Drake's going into play. So James discards a card, discards a Skybolt Judicator. So at least if Mikee does the Deadly Chop, then Vandus Hammerhand's going to deal 3 damage in return. So he will get some return from that Star Drake if it goes. So Big Stabber Crew goes in. Loudmouth Mega Boss turns it round as a second action, doing 7 damage. Mike's still got 1 action left, so he's going to draw a card. So Star Drake does 5 damage, removes that Pouncing Wolf Rider. So a good chunk coming off the destruction side there. Jaws of Death, so another 5 damage because James controls a beast there. So Mikey's taken a massive 10 this turn, so big turn for James. 3 actions again for Mikee. So War Boss Recruiter, here he goes. He was denied the first couple of turns because of those Hurricane Raptors, but a Wild Chanter goes in. So Mikey's going to keep his extra actions. So Mikee just draws 2 cards. James's go. His board's cleared down. So Celestial Prosecutor going in, and a Hurricane Raptor, so 1 more damage. So 4 actions for Mikee. So potential big turn coming up. So Sweeping Gore Grunter goes in, Loudmouth Mega Boss rotates him, clears the board. Yeah, that's a massive move for Mikee. 1 damage in return for that. Mikee draws 2 cards. James has got to start again. So James skips his go, draws 2 cards. Mike's got 3 actions. So he's going to play Rallying Cry, so he's going to gain even more actions because this allows him to play 2 Orc cards. So Brute Smashers for 2. And Gore Chopper Brute for 1. Completes the quest on Loudmouth Mega Boss and gets Might of Gork, so another 3 damage. So James started off really well, but Mikey's, with those extra actions, is clawing himself back into the game. So he's going to draw 2 cards. So James doesn't look like he's got many cards in his hand. Mike's been managing to play 2 cards and still fill his hands afterwards because of those wild chanters that were in play. So Long Strike Raptor goes in, Vandus goes round. So it's a little bit harder to pull off his combo when you're against Destruction because they managed to fill their board so well. So James draws a card. Mikey goes on. 3 damage, 3 actions for Mikey. So there we go, 3 damage from Might of Gork. War Boss Recruiter. Mikey draws an alt card but doesn't choose to deploy it. So Deadly Chop on the Long Strike Raptor, and Vandus Hammerhand does 3 damage in return. So another wild chanter going in. So Mikey is keeping all of his extractions going. Okay, Triumphant Smash. Vandus completes his 3rd quest. Gets rid of those extractions. Piercing Shot. Another 3. Vandus is complete. What blessing does he get? Stormforge. God. Yeah, I don't really want that now. Never mind. Okay. Okay, 6 damage, 3 from Might of Gork, 3 from the Gore Brute Chopper. James is down to 4. So he's going to do a wire call to rotate all his units. Let's complete the quest on the Riptooth Mega Boss. And Gore Brute Chopper goes in, completes the quests on the Riptooth Mega Boss, and Smash and Bash comes out to win the game. So James was on a flyer, but Mikey managed to come back and grab it. What difference that would have made if James didn't flip Stormforge and got another blessing, we'll never know. So on to game 2. And here we go for game 2. Both players have gone through their side decks and made a few changes. James has elected to go first because he lost that game, so he gets a choice. They're both going through their deployment, and then we'll do their lineups. Okay, so Mikey's got Riptooth Mega Boss, War Boss Recruiter, Loudmouth Mega Boss, and a Savage Boar Boss. When James has got Vandus Hammerhand, Knight of Zeros, Knight Heraldor, Forest Starstrike. So both have gone for the same lineup of champions. James has got his deployed exactly the same way, and Mikey has got his slightly different. Mainly, I think, to protect those pouncing Wolf Riders that Vandus is going to use Triumphant Smash to get rid of. So Celestial Prosecutor going in under Knight of Zeros, and Strike Force Liberator going in under Knight Heraldor. War Boss Recruiter, so gets a Brute Smasher in for free, 2 damage. And that War Chanter, so Mikey starts off by getting extractions next turn, so 3 damage, should be 4 really. There we go, so they've corrected. So there's about 6 of us watching these games, so yeah, we're still having a good time, giving lots of encouragement to everyone still playing. Long Strike Raptor under Forest Starstrike, Knight Heraldor, 4 damage. Absolutely love that combo. So 2 damage from Mikey, 1 extra action. So War Boss Recruiter. So big stabber crew goes in. There's no point spinning it with the loudmouth mega boss because James has a unit there. So 5 damage from the Storm Strike Liberators, or Strike Force Liberators I should say, because of the Celestial Prosecutor. So Vorus Star Strike resets everybody. So couldn't do the Night Heraldor trick on the Long Strike Raptor because you're only allowed to do 1 heroic act. So 1 damage from the big stabber crew, 1 extra action from the War Chanter. So that's whether or not Mikey's got deadly chops to try and thin this board down a bit. War Boss Recruiter, and then just draws. So 4 damage from the Long Strike Raptor, 2 damage from the Storm Strike Liberators. So Night Heraldor, 3 damage from the Storm Strike Liberators. So James is really chopping down through the destruction today in this game. So Skybolt Adjudicator going in. So when that goes round, that'll be 4 damage. So loads of damage coming Mikey's way. He hasn't got any health recursion in this deck. So 2 damage from that big stabber crew. Extra action from the War Chanter. War Call spins round everybody. Completes a quest on the Loudmouth Mega Boss. But yeah, best use for when the Cruising for a Bruising comes out. Okay, so Sweeping Gore Grunters going, Loudmouth Mega Boss triggers, clears James's board away, 5 damage from Smash and Bash. So what looked quite promising for James has suddenly disappeared thanks to that Sweeping Gore Grunter. So Mikey has 9 health left versus James's 19. James passes his go, draws 2 cards. Pouncing Wolf Rider goes in. Savage Ball Boss rotates in. 1 damage to James. 2 damage from the Brute Smashers. Mikey's still got 1 go. And War Boss Recruiter to finish. And he draws a card. Another 2 damage from Brute Smashers. So a good comeback for Mikey. So 4 damage from the Skybolt Adjudicator because Mikey put a unit in front of it. Hurricane Raptor, so 1 damage there. Mikey can't deploy on the Loudmouth Mega Boss anymore. So Mikey's down to 4. Okay, it's just remembered the quest. So Night Heraldor, 2 damage. Puts Mikey down to 2. So 4 damage in return from the Brute Smashers. And James is down to 10. So it's whether or not he's going to put some extra units for these stacks because they're all going to rotate out. So War Boss Recruiter, what does he get? He can't put the unit in because of the Hurricane Raptors. So Warcall, everything's going to rotate, completes a quest on the Riptooth Mega Boss. So 1 damage through the Pouncing Wolf Rider, he gains that action back. So Hurricane Raptors stop that deployment. So Mikey decides to draw on his last action. So James's go. So everything rotates out. It's got a clear board. Mikey's got 2 health left. And James finishes him off with a piercing shot. So we are all tied. Destruction 1, order 1. Okay, so yeah, even though Mikey's now put board sweeps in, James managed to hold on deal an incredible amount of damage when he reset the board thanks to Voris Starstrike, and yeah, and off he went. Okay, so on to game 3. No one went through their side decks this time. They were quite happy with them. The game was pretty close, so it could have gone either way. Mikey, because he lost that one, has decided to go first. Okay, so the lineup this time is Riptooth Megaboss, Loudmouth Megaboss, Warboss Recruiter, and a Savage Boar Boss for Mikey. And for James, we have Voris Starstrike, Knight Heraldor, Knight Azeros, and Vander Hammerhand. So James has got a slightly different setup. He's just reversed his lineup of champions, and Mikey has changed the middle two. So players just going through their health. James starts on 32. And Mikey starts on 31. Warboss Recruiter goes again. And Pouncing Wolf Rider triggers round thanks to the Savage Boar Boss. Mikey keeps his action, and the Wire Chanter in. Okay, so Orcs start with loads of actions coming next turn. So Stormbolt Judicator going into play. And a Hurricane Raptor going into play. So Mikey can't deploy under that Warboss Recruiter. So one extra action this turn. So Sweeping Gore Grunter goes in. Loudmouth Megaboss clears the board. Everything's gone for James. Warboss Recruiter puts a big stab of crew in. So what started out looking quite promising, James has to remember not to clump his units up because a Sweeping Gore Grunter can just wipe them out. So Hurricane Raptor in. Does 1 damage. There we go. So James skips. So 3 damage from the Big Stabber Crew, 1 damage from the Pouncing Wolf Rider, and 4 actions for Mikey. So Warboss Recruiter. And then Mikey just fills his hands with cards, hunting for those War Chanters so he can get them down again, keep the extra actions flowing. So 2 damage from the Storm Strike, 2 damage from the Hurricane Raptors. 4 damage from the Big Stabber Crew. 1 extra action for the War Chanter. Did Mikey draw anything else? Warboss Recruiter. So 2 actions left. There we go. So War Chanter's going in. So Mikey's keeping his extra actions coming. It's whether or not James has pulled a Triumphant Smash to get rid of one. So Aetherwing Scout, so does extra damage. Does extra damage to units either side of it, and it will rotate, or he can use it to move positions of his champions for its heroic act. Strike Force Liberator under Voris Hammerhand, under Voris Starstrike. 1 extra action from that War Chanter. Okay, Sweeping Gore Grunter, Loudmouth Megaboss, there we go. James's field's been wiped again. Puts a Gore Chopper Brute in, does 1 damage. So Mikee's definitely got the answers to order at the minute. Divine Vengeance. So a hefty 6 damage coming Mikee's way because he removed something. Got Divine Blast from the blessing that was revealed. So 6 damage to Mikee. And James heals 2. So what looked like a quite unassailable position, he's done really well. Pulled himself back into it and dealt 12 damage just at the in this turn alone. Okay, James is skipping draws. So 1 damage from the Gore Chopper Brute, 1 extra action from the War Chanter. War Boss Recruiter, here we go. Looked like a event that time. So Brute Smashers, 2 damage to James. So he's gone down to 20. Mikee's on 15. Mikee draws a card, James is go. So he's still got quite a lot of work to do for the other champions to get their blessings out.
You activated my trap.
So James is going to skip his go, fill his hand. 3 damage from the Gore Chopper Brute, 2 damage from the Brute Smashers, 1 extra action thanks to the War Chanter. Mikee has got a fistful of cards and he's going to draw 3 more. Looking for more War Chanters more than likely, or another Pouncing Wolf Rider. Doesn't seem to have many stacking units or want to stack. So Stardrake going in. James has got to discard a card, which was a Paladin Decimator. And a Celestial Prosecutor going in to increase the damage from that Stardrake. Okay, Deadly Chop gets rid of that Stardrake. Riptooth Megaboss goes round twice, reveals his blessing, and he gets a Smash and Bash. So 5 more damage. No units can rotate though. They're all done. So Mikee has definitely called himself back. So there we go. War Chanter in. Mikee's keeping his extra actions flowing. James's go. Celestial Prosecutor does nothing. Even with a Knight Herald or Heroic Act, that Celestial Prosecutor won't do anything. James has decided to forego his goes and draw 2 cards. Mikee's got 3 actions. So, doing War Call on the Loudmouth Megaboss. Turns around that War Chanter once more, so he keeps his action. Gore Chopper Brute does 1 damage. Does 3 more from the Might of Gork. So James is down to 5. So Mikee's got 2 actions. Let's see what he's going to do with them. So Gore Chopper Brute going in for 1. And Loudmouth Megaboss spins the other Gore Chopper Brute in and does another 4 damage. So Mikee's just checking that everything was okay. There was 6 players watching this game and everybody agreed that that was okay, but on reviewing the video, obviously it's not okay. He played 2 Gore Chopper Brutes in the same turn, which is not allowed. He did think that he played Rallying Cry to get him, which he didn't. When we talked about it a few days afterwards, he said that he did have another card that he could have played to finish the game off. So well done, Mikee. Commiserations to James. He was a fantastic opponent. iBuywargames is an amazing place to play the game. So go down, go join in the tournaments and have an amazing time. Okay, guys? Bye-bye.